he says, what we want you to know, brothers and sisters, there it is in bold, the grace of God. The grace of God. We want you to know, brothers and sisters, about the grace of God. In other words, God was moving so powerfully in the midst of this church, and Paul says it's something different about this. It's something amazing about this. This group of people are giving when they don't have it. This group of people is a group that's in the struggle, but they're generous. And Paul says, wait a minute, I'm not persuading them. I'm not twisting their arms. I'm not trying to sell them anything. There's something that has convinced them that because he gave to me, I ought to give to somebody else. And Paul calls it grace. Paul calls it grace. Paul says the best way to collect an offering is through the door of grace. Paul says the grace of God has been stirred amongst the churches of Macedonia. Paul says favor, undeserved, has illuminated the hearts of the people. It is when you give somebody something they don't deserve. You do realize that grace is something God gave you that you didn't have to pay for. But what I'm amazed at is when it's our turn to extend grace, we want people to pay for our grace. Y'all ain't saying nothing to me. We want people to pay for something God gave to us for free. Oh boy, it's going over your head, so you're looking at me, look at you, look at me, and I'm here to tell you that the only way you shift your life and move into this season of generosity is you see the value of the grace of God, that while you're on your way to church, you ought to be asking God, what is it that you want me to do today? Who is it that you want me to bless today? How much should I sow today? Who is it that you want me to encourage? Because when I needed encouragement, you sent Genesis Metro Church. When I needed help, you sent one of the elders of Genesis Metro Church. When my marriage was in trouble, you put a vision in the hearts of Tim and Carrie, which opened up the doors of Genesis Metro Church. When I couldn't figure out what I was called to do in the earth, you sent Genesis Metro Church. And I'm here to tell you that because Genesis Metro exists, we ought to respond in such a way that House of Hope becomes a place, the beacon of light, where people can be encouraged that are going through seasons of transition. Can we give God praise for the vision of what God wants to do?